speaking. So
Okay,
may I
good.
ask you a few questions?
Yeah, sure. Let me take this mask off. I
Thank
got
you.
my shots, by the way.
Oh, I only got my shots too. Okay,
I only got the first
I
one.
only got the second one.
We from New Orleans.
Here, let me
1, 2,
hold
3.
this.
Thank you. These would be the question I'll be asking again. 5 questions. Very simple.
But we also heard that you talked about the impact of the ash pond if it were to breach its containment, that would have huge ramifications for Mobile Bay and for, in fact, the entire Gulf Coast. And I think it would be interesting to get that element out to the Vietnamese community.
Okay. Yeah. So, who's going to be your audience? I mean, like, how are you going to show what we did here today?
Mainly the Vietnamese speaking, and also, see, the Vietnamese are not familiar with the environmental issue because we come from a poor country.
Okay.
So we want to hear from the expert, from the people, so we can learn about much more about the importance of clean air, clean water, and clean environment.
Okay.
So let's begin.
Yeah.
Can you state your name and your profession?
I'm Richard Moore. I'm a lawyer here in Alabama, and I was formerly the Inspector General at the Tennessee Valley Authority, where they had the largest coal ash spill in America in December of 2008.
So can you tell us why you are here today?
I am a retired government official. I'm not here representing anybody but myself. I don't have a client, but I know from personal experience that you have to be ultra careful with coal ash. It is toxic. It has arsenic and lead and mercury and other things that are not good for you. In Tennessee, when we had the coal ash spill, it was a disaster. You still can't eat the fish. They've cleaned it up, but it cost, the last time I heard, about $2 billion to clean that spill up. And that area was not, did not have all the industry downstream that we have here. It was more of a rural environment than what we have. In Mobile, if there's a spill, there will be, it would be an economic disaster for all the businesses down the Mobile River, Gulf of Mexico. It will make the BP spill seem small in comparison.
Really? Wow.
There, according to Alabama Power, there's 21 billion cubic yards of coal ash in the facility at Berry Steam Plant. That is massive. If there were to be a breach because of a hurricane or because of some structural failure, it would be a calamity.
I almost hate to this thing to be as public as it is, because it's also something nobody's talked about, the target for terrorists.
Yeah, I thought about that myself. So in law enforcement, when we are trying to prevent a terrorist attack, we have to be right every time in terms of our intelligence and what we do. The terrorist only has to be right once. And with a coal ash pond, Alabama Power is going to have to be right all the time. They can't afford to have the kind of mistakes that were made at TVA.
So what do you expect from this hearing?
So I'm glad that we have as many people who have come out in South Alabama to protest, and I believe most of the speakers are going to be protesting what Alabama Power is trying to do here. What ADEM will do based on the comments they receive, I don't know. I will say Alabama Power is a juggernaut. We used to call in Alabama 100 years ago, we used to refer to companies like and politicians like Alabama Power as the big mules. We call them the big mules. And Alabama Power is a big mule. They have a lot of influence. People, frankly, are afraid of them and the power that they have. I've had a good relationship with Alabama Power. There's some great people. I've worked together with them. I don't think that they mean any harm. It's just that their proposal to cap their on-site on the river, all that coal ash, is short-sighted. They're looking to do this on the cheap instead of spending the kind of money they need to spend to dig it up and to transport it away from the river. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah,